Hello and welcome to day number 5 of the Cheongju 2018 World Shooting Parasport Championships right here in South Korea. Well, a big warm welcome to the finals hall here on day number 5, and it's turn of the P4 athletes in the 50-meter pistol mixed SH1 final. They're already there, lining up and ready. Gold medal winner from the 10-meter event already. This is Yang Chao from China. Ukraine's Alexei Denisyuk in a third final already. The man from Vinnytsia, 6th in the 10-meter air event. A surprise package of the 10-meter pistol event on Sunday was Liu Xiaolong. He was one place away from getting a medal. The man from China. This lady is dominant in this event. Sareh Shahramadi from Iran hasn't lost a P4 event since winning the gold at the Paralympics in Rio. Phenomenal record. Joachim Norberg from Sweden, another in a third final of the week already. An 8th and a 7th. He'll be very much looking to go better than that. Now, Samira Iram from Iran set a world record in qualifying earlier on. Can she bring that form into the finals hall? We'll find out. Now, there's a man that knows this place very well. He competes for the club here. This is Korea's Park Chul. And finally, the third of the Chinese athletes. He's got a gold and a bronze from these championships already. Huang Xing looking for more medals here. Well, that's the 8. As you see them, looking for a medal here on day number 5. Don't forget, we've got 2 finals for you coming up. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So Denisyuk, despite being a newcomer, made his Paralympic debut in Rio, and he's got a bronze from this event there, but can any of them overcome this lady? This is Shafan Mahdi from Iran. As I mentioned earlier, unbeaten in this P4 event since winning in Rio. Can she take a second world title here in Cheongju? Now, you'll note the flowers on our esteemed jury members and overlookers. Well, it is National Parents' Day here in South Korea. So, a big hello to all the parents watching National Parents' Day. I'm sure that is the furthest thing from the minds of these people lining up. Well, Denisyuk got a bronze in the 25-meter mixed event, went out 6th in the 10-meter event. And Ukraine have had a good amount of success here this week. Team gold, silvers and bronze. Individual bronze and silvers. Can they get an individual gold to complete the full set? Yang Chao already victorious here taking the same title he'd won in Rio a couple of years ago. He is the dominant force in the 10-metre event. This 50-metre event, very much different. You see the flags briskly moving around. It isn't still here by any stretch of the imagination, so they're going to have to use every ounce of ability in this 50-metre event. And there are some big names in this one. Either side of the firing hall, both the Chinese athletes have got golds already. Javan Mahdi is the lady to beat on the left side of your screen. The right side is Yang Chao. He was silver in Rio. The bronze medalist in Rio is the man in blue from Ukraine. And then there's this guy in C. Very little known about him. He's ranked 11th in the world, but came 4th the other day in the 10-metre event. Will he be a surprise package again? These are the big four you fancy. The 3 medalists from Rio. How will they fare this time around? I mentioned earlier, Samira Iram setting a qualifying world record earlier on. That first shot a little wayward and in the 8s. You wonder, when somebody goes so well in qualifying, how they cope with that. The expectation all of a sudden maybe slightly higher than what they were hoping for. But she has breezed through qualifying. But a final, a completely different beast. The wind, the movement, of course the added pressure. This is the eldest of our competitors. This is Joachim Norberg from Stockholm in Sweden. Started well. That third shot won't have pleased him. An 8.7. Works as a senior management consultant back home in Stockholm. He had a mountain bike crash in 2006, which resulted in a paralysis of his left arm and some muscles in his chest and back. Huang Jing. Saw some celebrations from him in the 25-metre mixed pistol event. 32-year-old from Cheongju. Only took up the sport in 2003. His impairment is on his left side. His left arm was injured in an accident when he was just 9 years of age. Park Chul quietly going about his business, but a shot quite awry from him so far. Javan Mahdi is not exactly down the centre either. Rather scattered selection of 5 from the Paralympic champion. And there is the surprise. Well, Sare Javan Mahdi giving herself work to do from the off here. The Paralympic champion. 33-year-old from Shiraz finds herself in bottom spot for now. 44.6. Liu Xiaolong. He led early in the competition the other day and nearly caused the surprise. He's at the top already in this one. Denisyuk in medal positions as well. And I said Park Chul was quietly going about his work in firing point G. So the early leader. 4th place finish in the 10-metre event. Is there an even bigger surprise from Liu Xiaolong? Concentration on the face. That was followed by a little disappointment. Just saw him look away and start to reload the pellet. Wang Jing on the nearest side to our cameras. That's 7-8 a few moments ago. Wouldn't have helped, but a 10-8 now, showing you just how accurate this guy can be. First shot of this second set of 5, absolutely down the middle. 10-9 is the highest you can get. And that is so central. 10-9. Give you an example. It's a full stop on a piece of paper in a size 12 font is a 10-9. It's right through the centre of the target. And it's a wobbly start here for Javan Mahdi. Plenty of people have filled the finals hall to come and watch on. Park Chul. In the medal positions to start with. Denisyuk has got one flying off outside of the black rings. Samira Idham also struggling to find the form that she showed in qualifying. This is better from Javan Mahdi. Joachim Norberg hasn't struck a 10 here in his first 4 shots either, and see a little frustration creeping onto the face of the Swede. So this is Park Chul, 37-year-old, ranked number 8 in the world. The rankings for shooting para sport is done on a 12-month rolling system. He would love to pick up a medal. The second time that these World Championships have been hosted here in South Korea. First time in 2002 in Seoul. Some 3 hours down the road. An 8-4 in this round of 5 for Park Chul. So Liu Xiaolong continues to lead. Interesting to see what Denisyuk's 10th shot will be. The scores should come through in a couple of moments. Javan Mahdi has moved off the bottom, but more heartbreak here for Joachim Norberg. Said he's gone out early in both competitions he's been in so far. So the pressure is on the Paralympic champion. 90.8. But she is away ahead here of Norberg. 88.5. Nothing inside the 10s in their last 4 shots for either of these two. Uncharacteristic for Javan Mahdi. That looks better, I must say. And it is a 10-1 from Javan Mahdi with her 11th shot. Liu and Denisyuk having their own tussle at the top. Wang Jing has moved into the bronze medal positions. Samira Ihram down in 5th position after that wonderful qualifying campaign. And Joachim Norberg, the only person without 100 points on the board after 11 shots so far. Park Chul, in fact, has dropped down, so it's now between these two. 100.1 must be too far ahead of Joachim Norberg, and I think we're going to lose the Swede first here in this event. Well, Park Chul isn't messing about. He's loaded and ready, already pointing. You see the left eye closing, trying to take the dominant eye's vision of the target. It's a little wide, 7.5. That's an opportunity. It's not one that Norberg is going to take. It's just not been his week here. He's managed to get to 3 finals, but once into the finals hall, it's just not been for him. The grimace on the face. Well, a bow to the crowd indeed from Joachim Norberg. Let's take a look at the standings then. Liu Xiaolong is going very, very well. Denis Siuk on 112.8 finds himself playing against 114.5 so far. Those two, the most accurate. Huang Xing is dead level with Denis Siuk, in fact, and it's now Samira Iram who moves into 3rd position. Well, it's the 10-metre World and Paralympic champion on the left side of your screen. Now finds himself in a little tussle towards the bottom. 109.8. Park Chul on 108.6. 2 individual shots. These are the two currently under the most pressure. The local Park Chul going 8.5. Young Chow hoping to stay in the competition. You see the clock at the top left of your screen. There is a countdown per shot. They only have so much time to take it. Park Chul stays bottom and he's a fair way behind. And look at Japan Mardi now. 10-1, 9-9, 10, starting to move right up the leaderboard. She's gone in ahead of her compatriot Samira Iram. So it's Ukraine now at the top with Denis Siuk as well, though. Pressure on the local athlete Park Chul, though. Brilliant from Yang Chow. 9.8. As if there was no pressure. A 9.3 from Park Chul. Well, it is a good shot, but it isn't enough to keep him in the competition.
And currently on the leading is Cheingju with a total 130.7 points, and second Hongqing with
In fact, the Iranian Samira Iram hit a 7.4 right at the end there, and that's caught virtually everybody out in the sports hall here. The lady who set a world record in qualifying has gone. Well, and yet you see Iram herself put her hand on her face. Disappointment, having done so well in qualifying, to go out so early. Now, Jacqueline Mardi hitting a 9-1 in her last shot, 129.9. Park Chul, 28, and that's wide of the mark from Park Chul. It's a 9 from him, 9.5 from Jacqueline Mardi, and 8.7 coming in from Denis Siuk, who's dropped from top to 5th. So Ukraine and Korea now battling to stay in, but again, Park Chul 1.9 behind. He survived the last knockout stage because of a big error from Samira Iram. Has he got another lucky card in his pocket? Let's see. Denis Siuk has gone from top to 5th, 7-2 and 8-7 in his last 2 shots. A real dip in form. Norberg, you can see, looking on. Denis Siuk is second to fire, and that's brilliant from Denis Siuk under pressure. That's enough from Park Chul. He knows it as well.
After the 16th shot, we have the 6th place of the World Championship, Lao Xiaolong.
And it is actually Liu Xiaolong who drops a 4.6. And it's an exit for the guy in C, 145.3. And Park Chul has survived again due to someone else's error. And then there were 5. Well, I'm not sure how much luck Park Chul has got left. He's held his nerve to fire as well as he can, but a 9 and an 8-7 shouldn't really have been keeping him in the competition. Huge mistake from an early leader. Huge mistake from Liu Xiaolong. Chaffan Mardi, Paralympic champion, knows how to deal with pressure. Oh, and Park Chul doesn't come up with the goods this time. He knows that. There's a little disappointment across the face of Park Chul. Denisiuk really taking his time over his effort. Well, I'm still reeling from Liu Xiaolong's 4.6 with that 16th shot. Absolute shocker. And that's twice. Samir Iran with a 7.4, but Liu Xiaolong 4.6. It's now Park Chul and Chaffan Mardi at the bottom again, but there's not much between Chaffan Mardi and Denisiuk either. So this will be close between the lot of them. But again, this time Park Chul surely must be going out. Neither Chaffan Mardi or Denisiuk should be dropping that many. It's not great. Park Chul's is better, but I'm not sure it's enough. He takes his hand from his gun, and he, in fact, knows it's not good enough. So Park Chul goes out, 162.9. Well, Alexei Denisiuk, Sareh Chaffan Mardi, Yang Chao, and Huang Xing. That is the four that remain. The next one out doesn't get a medal. And at the moment, the man that won the 25-metre mixed event is in control. The left-hand side of your screen is the Paralympic champion. The right-hand side is the Paralympic bronze medal winner. And the other two survivors in this, the two Chinese athletes, Yang Chao, silver in Rio. Huang Xing, gold medal and a bronze medal here at this event so far. Chaffan Mardi not looking overly impressed, but she does hold a poker face very well. And Chaffan Mardi goes 9-9. Denisiuk goes 10-5. Also, Yang Chao with a 10-5. Huang Xing dropping an 8 here. The pressure is really telling. The conditions may not be helping either. But this is a real doozy of a final. It's really gripped the people in the finals hall. 0.2 separating Chaffan Mardi and Denisiuk, who hit that 10-5 last out. Oh, brilliant from Chaffan Mardi, and she breathes a sigh of relief because she knows that Denisiuk would have had to have come up with something marvellous. An 8-9, and Denisiuk knows that that's enough. Just missing out on the medal this time. Well, it is Sareh Chaffan Mardi who will get a medal. She's closed the gap a bit, 10-6. The time to hit a big score was then. Yang Chao drops to a 7-9. We've seen some real up and down shooting. Yang Chao the other day, his first shot was a 9-7 in the tournament. He didn't hit a single shot outside of 10 points after that. 24 shots, 23 of them in the 10-point section. He now has to find some more consistency. 7-9 in his last visit. Oh, Chaffan Mardi, furious. Quietly going about his business on this near side is the 25-metre champion, Huang Xing. And look at this. The three of them perhaps feeling the pressure. 8-4, 8-5, 8-2. There's 0.7 between Chaffan Mardi and Yang Chao. There's 0.4 between Yang Chao and Huang Xing. One of these two will guarantee themselves a silver here. Big ask for Shafin Mahdi. She has to go big in the 10 section and hope that Yang Chao drops. Just composing themselves. Announcer saying load. Big intake of breath for Shafin Mahdi, the Paralympic champion, unbeaten in this event since then. Since 2016, he's on the verge of going out with a bronze. Oh, it's not accurate from Yang Chao, and it's good from Shafin Mahdi. What's the difference? Oh, it's good. The Paralympic champion looks to have survived here. 2:04.9 for Yang Chao. And the 10-meter gold medal winner, silver medalist in Rio, has to settle for bronze here in Cheongju. Well, out he goes. He's a little surprised. And Shafin Mahdi, it is a 10-6 again, and now goes to the top of the pile. Well, there is no wonder that she is feared in this competition. When the time needed, she has held her nerve. 2 10-6s in the last 3 shots. And you see Huang Jing, 8-4, 8-9. Has to find something big here. Oh, it's right down the middle from Shafin Mahdi. Oh, and it's matched. 10-7, 10-5. They're going to take us all the way. But now, Huang Jing has to hold his nerve and hope that the dominant force in this event slips. And she doesn't do it often. The pressure is on. Well, the 32-year-old, he has a gold, he has a bronze, and if he can't get the better of Shafin Mahdi in this last shot, he'll have the perfect set and a silver, because the Iranian is looking good again here. 10-6, 10-7. What will she finish with? Hold on to your hats. Oh, it's wild from Shafin Mahdi. And it's equally as wayward from Huang Jing. And what a moment that was in the final 2 shots. You can see the relief on the face of Iran's Shafin Mahdi. The 33-year-old from Shiraz somehow hangs on. 2 brilliant shots to lead to the final one. And then neither of them could find the accuracy they wanted. Well, he shakes his head, and might he do so, Huang Jing. That could have been such a different outcome, but as they come into the front of the spectators, it's China either side, but neither of them could usurp the Paralympic champion. Shafin Mahdi takes gold. This man here gets a second medal of the week. He was silver in Rio, but he has to settle for bronze. Does Yang Chao. Huang Jing now has the perfect set. Bronze over 10 meters, gold over 25, and now it's silver over 50. And she remains unbeaten since the Paralympic Games in Rio. She is Iran's Shafin Mahdi, and she is unbelievably good when it comes to this 50-meter event. Well, thank you very much for joining us in the opening session here on day number 5. We'll be back in a few moments' time to bring you the medal ceremony for this very event. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple of moments. So welcome back to our coverage of the Cheongju 2018 World Shooting Para Sport Championships. We're here in day 5, and our first final of day 5 was indeed the P4 event. That's the 50-meter pistol mixed SH1 final. The standings are indeed up in front of you, and well, we did have one of the most exciting finals I think we've had so far in this competition. Early surprises as well. Samira Eiram set a world record in qualifying to reach the final, and then went out in 7th position. The pressure just getting to it. Liao Jielong was an early leader for China. Two of his final 3 shots were, well, in fact, he hit a 6-7. He then went on to a 9-5 and a 10, which made him look brilliant. And then he hit a 4-6 and rocketed out of the competition. Went from 2nd to 6th because of that shot. It was SH1 who survived both of those surprises, as well as Park Chul. Park Chul was looking to go out in 7th, and then Iram hit a 7-4 in her final shot. It then looked likely that he would go in 6th, and Liao Jielong hit that 4.6. But eventually, Park Chul 7-6 was his undoing, even though he hit a 9-6 in his final shot as well. So tried to cope towards the end. But, well, Denisyuk then went out and missed out on a medal. Yang Chao, who was silver in Rio, had to settle for bronze. Huang Xing was under pressure going into the final round against the dominant Shafan Mahdi. But that is how it finished. It was Shafan Mahdi from Huang, from Yang. And we'll have that victory ceremony in just a few moments' time. The SH1 athletes, they have an impairment in their lower limb or in the upper limb in the non-shooting arm, so these athletes are able to support the full weight of the pistol and compete either standing or in a sitting position from a wheelchair or shooting chair. Well, he's had some smiles this week, because in the 3 events he's competed in, he's picked up medals. He's got a full set now. This is his silver. He'd already got a gold, he'd got a bronze. He wasn't far away from another gold, to be fair. That final shot from the pair of them, the pressure was on. He was 0.7 back. Shafan Mahdi only hit an 8-2, and Huang Xing couldn't capitalise with his final shot, only hitting an 8-3. So it is China either side, but the lady from Iran in a very familiar position, unbeaten since Rio. And she remains that way and is the world champion. Well, Mr. Kelly, chairperson of RTS, and Ghislaine Bries, the technical delegate for the sport, are our medal and flower givers today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist with a score of 204.9.
Well, he'd already got the taste of gold in this competition over the 10-metre distance. He was silver medalist in Rio. He has to settle for one further step down. The man from Changde, Yang Chao of China, taking the bronze in this competition. The 39-year-old switching and changing on the leaderboard in the early stages, but once Shafan Mahdi had found her perfect target, he couldn't cope with the shooting power of the other two, so Yang Chao has to settle for bronze on this occasion. Silver medal, as I said, he's got a perfect set this time around. He's fairly new to the sport. Is Huang Xing, he's just 32. Bronze in the 10 metre. He'd already got gold, though, in the 25 metre mixed pistol event. And he certainly pushed Sahih Shafan Mahdi all the way. As I said, those final couple of shots, Shafan Mahdi went first in that final shot, hit a 10.2. Anything inside the 10 would have done for Huang Xing at that point. And he hit an 8.3, finishing on 223.8. Well, he might have hoped for better, but he certainly got himself another medal. But this lady shows the world again that she is phenomenal. The Paralympic champion retained her world title earlier on in the week with the 10 metre, and she's done it again here with the 50 metre event as well. The 33-year-old is a double world champion, as she was a double Paralympic champion, and Iran take gold again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, your world champions.
Well, there were tears the other day, but I think maybe this time she was a little bit more ready for it. She had to fight very hard in this individual contest. The two gentlemen either side of SH1 and Mahdi certainly pushed her all the way. It was a competition over 50 metres that had its drama, it had its massive surprises, and you have to say that SH1 and Mahdi may have survived early doors rather luckily, but so too did Park Chorley. Eventually went out in 5th position, but Liu Xiaolong and Samira Iram will have gone away from this competition to think what on earth happened with those shots. 7-4 from Iram was enough, 4-6 from Liu Xiaolong was really out of character. However, these are the three that kept consistency throughout the competition, and that is why they are our World Championship medalists. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back with our team medal ceremony in just a few moments' time. So welcome back to our coverage here on day 5. We've had the individual ceremony for the 50-metre pistol mixed event. You can see the lady that won that is the third lady along in the grey top. That is indeed Saleh Shahrin-Mahdi. She has to stand in the silver medal position in this team event. That is where the Islamic Republic of Iran have finished. And having 3 in the final certainly helped our team winners, the People's Republic of China, a world record performance in the qualifying stages. 2 world records in that qualifying stage. Samira Iram, who's representing Iran, also got the qualifying world record as well. So China, Iran, Ukraine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medals were presented by Lisa Kille, result timing and scoring jury.
So again, the medals and gifts presented by Ghislaine Bries, technical delegate, and Lisa Kelly, chairperson, RTS.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist representing Ukraine, Alexei.
So bronze in the team event went to Ukraine. Don't forget the team event is only won and decided during qualifying. It's the top 3 from your nation in qualifying have their scores added together. And this man made the final. Alexei Denisyuk. Olga Kovalchuk was also part of that team, and Andrei Zakhivtayev got the other bronze for the team event. Zakhivtayev's score 5.13, so too was Kovalchuk's. And Denisyuk's score that got him into the final 5.46. He'll be disappointed to have missed out on an individual medal on this time. So there you go. That is the bronze medal winning team. 1.572 their combined score.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalist
After that, well, the Islamic Republic of Iran shot a 1.627 during qualifying. 2 of them made it through to the final stages. They're the 2 ladies either side of Mahdi Zaman-Charabi. Zaman-Charabi hitting a 5.32, but Saleh Shahrin-Mahdi with a 5.41, well behind this lady here, Samira Iram, who hit a world record in qualifying and then shocked us all, going out in 7th, hitting a 7.4 with her final effort. She'd already got a 7.2 in the opening 5 shots as well. Just couldn't find, under the pressure of the finals hall, just couldn't find the form she showed during qualifying. Missing out on an individual medal, but it's another team medal for Iram. And then, of course, the wonderful Saleh Shahrin-Mahdi individual gold, as well as this team silver. As I mentioned, it was a world record score for a team event for the People's Republic of China. 1.642, 1,642 were the combined scores. All 3 of their athletes making it into the final. You have to feel sorry for Liu Xiaolong. That's very much a surprise 4.6 during the final. But, well, Huang Xing getting 2nd and Yang Qiao getting 3rd. But they all come away with the gold as a collective team. It's the 2nd medal for Liu Xiaolong in his debut World Championships. He hit the 5.52. He was the top scorer of the 3 Chinese athletes during qualifying. So it goes to show you that maybe a little bit of experience under pressure is something he needs to learn. But it is a team gold for the People's Republic of China.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of People's Republic of China.
Well, once again, it is another victorious day for the team from China. Liu Xiaolong, Huang Xing and Yang Chao taking the team gold medal with a world record performance. Second and silver for the Islamic Republic of Iran. And on a score of 1-5-72, Ukraine on the far right-hand side of your screen have taken the bronze medal. That's the first half of day 5 done and dusted. Join us at 2:10 local time for our second final of the day here on day number 5. But for now, have a great afternoon.